Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Screamin'. Welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Nightfall, Season of the Witch, the last week, a Festival of the Lost, Intel, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about this week's Nightfall and GM Nightfall, which is the Devil's Lair strike once again, the easiest strike in the current Nightfall rotation, and this week it is offering the best reward in the current Nightfall rotation. I am talking about the Warden's Law. Remember, if you can complete this strike at the GM difficulty, you will earn yourself the Adept version. And this weapon is really one of, in my opinion, the best hand cannons currently in the meta. It's good for PvP as well as PvE if you get the right rolls. And how often can we really say that? So, think about drowning your final shape sorrows, the delay of final shape, of course, being announced yesterday, with, in my opinion, the best farm that we have had all season in the Devil's Lair strike. And if you enjoy this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on the bell, the post notifications, so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Nightfall content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. Remember, any of those things also enter you into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel, and we do one every 1,000 subscribers, so you never want to miss out. And when we reach 100,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, we'll be giving away an Xbox Series X. Also, remember, you can stick around till the end of the video for that secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into the next giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those secret hashtags stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, you can always go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. Now, I've talked about the Devil's Lair many times on this channel, but we're going to give a brief overview once again. As I said, it is the easiest strike currently to farm. It's a very old one. Lots of cheeses, few glitches that you might want to know about, even if you're trying to do this as a solo player. It's worth doing, even if you're trying on the lower level difficulties and not going for the Adept Warden's Law, just because the Warden's Law is so good. But we're going to break it down room by room. For this first room, the tanker, where you see me standing right here on the right side of the room as you enter all the way in the back, that's the place you want to go. It's the only place that you can stay out of damage range from all the ads at any given time. There will be a big group of ads that spawn to the direct right of you. A few champions will be in there. I actually tell people that the thing you really want to be on the lookout for in this area is the snipers all the way in the back. The champions you can handle, especially if you're in a group, but those snipers, especially at GN difficulty, will one-shot you. And they like to duck into cover very quickly sometimes, so it's hard to always time when to actually shoot at them. But try to get the headshots and make sure you take out them before you really start focusing on the champions. If done correctly, this area won't take too long, and you should be able to, survive with a fair number of revives left. It's definitely the most ad-heavy room except for the final boss room, but I think overall most people shouldn't have too much trouble so long as you stay in this back corner. Moving on to the next area, the big field where you're going to have to fight the tank. Can be an issue because of the Brigs, which actually I think are more of a problem than the actual champions in this area. So make sure you take out them first before you actually start to move on to the tank, but then I would actually take out the tank before you worked on the champions. Or if you have a lot of range, you might even want to try to take out the tank before you start working on the Brigs all the way from the back at the entrance once you take out that first servitor champion. Use the bridge in the middle as cover. I usually like to head to the left first and take out the snipers up there because, like the previous room, those snipers can one-shot you, and most people don't really think about them because they're usually red bar enemies, so they think, well, I'll just take them out quickly. But at GM, they dodge a lot. The AI is very smart at the GM difficulty, so make sure you take them out first. You can never go too much to the left. I always say take the widest route possible. Hang out on the edges of the map. This is a good spot to take out the tank from at a distance if you can't get a shot from where we first entered. But then, like I said, use the bridge in the middle to take out the Brigs and then work on the champions in the center, sort of the pool area of this particular zone. Once you get through those sets or through the brigs, you can also send somebody up to the tunnel on the right side of the room to start taking out the adds that are sitting up on the platform where the tank actually spawns in. Of course, after the tank has been destroyed, I would suggest doing that. But there is a good bit of cover up there if you're using something like stasis, which actually works really well in this particular strike. That's a good place to throw the stasis turrets or use your stasis wall to provide a little bit more cover or just slow the enemies. And you can duck in and out of cover much like the Vandals do in that area. There's also a little like forklift in that tunnel which actually provides a good bit of cover, which I'm sure most people weren't necessarily aware of. But only move up to that side, as you see me doing, once you've taken out those brigs. This platform, though, if you do it right and at the right time, can actually surprise a lot of these adds and provide a good crossfire between you and your teammates. You can also move back up into this right corner to help them take out the champions if there's any more sitting in the pool area, as you won't really be getting shot from the adds to your right once you take out the small vandals and stuff. Overall, I would say this is probably the third most difficult zone, or the zone most likely to wipe a team. Third on the list, the first being the boss room, and the second being the room we were just previously in where you hide behind the tanker. The openness of this area, I think, may make it seem like it's a much more difficult zone, but the tank is actually very easy to take out from a distance. And if you move correctly as a solo player or with a team, you should be able to stay in cover long enough to mitigate most of the potential damage that you would be taking. Now, once you head into the boss room and you take out the first set of adds, the place that you're going to be staying, of course, is the left room, directly left as you enter the boss room. That's where you're going to take out all three of the rounds of adds that you would need to do in order to actually do damage to the boss. I say 3 rounds because after every single damage phase, after this first one, you're going to get those servitors that surround the main boss, and you're going to have to take them out. Do that from in this room or just outside. Only go outside if you have a well available or some healing available. The thing that you want to be on the lookout for in this room is these explosive shanks that will come in through this tunnel directly to your left. They will sometimes move into the room, but they really don't have to be in the room in order to kill you. So long as they're close, the proximity on them, even if you're still sitting in the cover room, will make them explode, and you might not even know that they're there, and you end up wiping your team. So just make sure that they are taken care of before you actually move out of the room, and use the window as the primary source of cover to actually deal with most of the adds, especially the ones in the middle or the ones to the tunnel on the left. Be aware that sometimes if you go too much towards the stairs in this room, you can still spawn enemies from the bottom to move up the stairs, and occasionally an enemy will still move into this room, especially if you are a solo player. Now, there is a very interesting glitch in this particular room. I call it the anti-aggro glitch. If you move to the very back right corner from where I am right now, so same wall, back right corner, there's a little shelf and a little box back there. If you hide behind that shelf and box, you will de-aggro every enemy that would potentially follow you in here. Any enemies on the outside of the room will move away from the walls. The boss, if the boss spawns right above you, which he tends to do occasionally when you're in this room, will immediately move away or stop shooting at you. It's a way for solo players to get rid of the potential enemies that might be attacking them. So even if an enemy comes into the room, so long as you get to that back corner, you will be fine. But that's going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something in this video helpful. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Lightfall content like this. hopefully not everybody was too deterred by all the news yesterday. I know it's unfortunate news, but I have a feeling that these things will work themselves out eventually, and I still think Destiny is going to be a great game moving forward. I'm still looking forward to the final shape and everything that comes after it. And there's so much to do in this game. I mean, it's a very expensive game to maintain just because of how expansive it is. You have to think of not all the weapons and all the content, but also all the subclasses and the balancing. It's a huge effort. So I say, let's just hold on to that and be thankful for actually what we have in this game up to this point. But definitely get in and get yourself a Warden's Law. If you've watched to this point in the video, you can leave a hashtag Warden's Law or a hashtag Lightfall or a hashtag Bungie or a hashtag Season of the Witch in the comments section down below. And once more, I am Wilhelm Scream. Thanks so much for watching, and of course, we will see you next time.